What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes on the day another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? We have a lot of updates this week. Streamer Atrioc, who caused a ruckus in the Twitch community, has made a second apology update. Followed by Ludwig, who has finally responded to the situation on his Mogul mail, but there seems to be some drama surrounded by that. Netflix is finally taking away shared passwords and the internet is big baby rage mad. And an update on how this YouTuber got canceled, went on the Keemstar show, and made things even worse. All of that and more. So yeah guys, you know the drill. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, and yeah, allow me to lay it on you. So guys, we'll start off with the update when it comes to the Atrioc situation. Atrioc is a streamer who basically caused a ruckus for basically having a browser open where he had a deepfake AI browser open of other streamers and his friends. He came out with an apology on Twitch and didn't go so well. He's saying that he's going to step back. Everyone on the community has been weighing in it, commenting in it. It's been a big drill. Moist Critical, all the YouTubers are all talking about it. However, he has made an update. He's made a second apology, and also one of his friends or close friends, Ludwig, has eventually also responded to it as well. He says, hey, this statement is long overdue. My actions have taken me from someone I was proud of, trying to make a positive impact in my community, to a deep fake porn guy. The scar of that is felt deeply on my heart. First and foremost, I want to specifically apologize to Maya and Pokimane. You were both in the screenshot that spread around the internet. Your names were dragged into it and you were sexualized against your will. You have both succeeded in this industry in spite of all the blatant, unfounded sexist attempts to hurt or assassinate your character in a male-dominated space. And now I'm another guy on that long list. I'm sorry I didn't reach out sooner. I'm sorry my actions have led to further exploitation of you and your body. And I'm sorry your experience is not uncommon. The reality is I have it easy compared to the dozens of women who, from my actions, discovered they are exploited unconsensually. I'm sorry to all of you for the pain I caused with my action and its ripple effect. Cutie described it to me as a wildfire, and I believe that is correct. My goal now is a concrete action to fight that wildfire and do everything I can do to combat the damage. In the short term, through the efforts of Cutie and Ryan Morrison's law firm, the website in question has already been taken down. I have spoken with Morrison and I'm working to cover the financial cost of the takedown as well as legal fees for all women affected to use his services for removing their unwanted content from the web. Additionally, I am engaging more law firms to continue to remove this content from other areas of the internet such as Reddit. To ensure this issue has my full focus, I am stepping away from content creation and off-brand. And lastly, to anyone who has expressed the sentiment of support that what I did wasn't wrong or that I shouldn't apologize, F you. Sincerely, I do not want your support. I do not stand with you. This will be the last time you hear from me for a while. I'd rather you see my actions. I will try my absolute hardest to combat the damage I caused. Thank you. So yeah, all in all, a way better apology than his first one. And if you kind of look at the internet sentiment from a lot of people, it seems like they have taken this apology much better. It's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, I guess at this point, what more do you want from this guy? He's trying to take responsibility. He's actually putting his money where his mouth is, and he's actually going to try to combat some of the damage that he's done. I think at this point, that's all you can really ask for a man who basically put himself in this situation. This in turn leads to Ludwig. Ludwig being one of Atrioc's closest friends, and a Mogul mail that a lot of people were expecting to hear because Cutie Cinderella is his girlfriend in this situation. She voiced her concerns and her complaints about everything, and she was not doing good. And people were waiting for him to respond because that's just kind of what he does, except when it comes to Mogul mail, usually he's just talking about topics that he finds interesting and then commenting and weighing on it and then being deuces. This one is one that's basically putting himself in a situation that he does not want to be in. And I'm not going to watch the full video with you guys here, but I will summarize it and also play a clip that I think that's really important for you to hear. The long and short of it is that Ludwig is using women's voices to basically push the message across. He's taken voices from people from like Valkyrie or Pokimane or Maya, people who've actually been directly involved in the situation and basically, you know, signal boosting their voices. And lastly, this is the part where Ludwig addresses it in a more personal way because of his situation with him and Atrioc, their friendship, and kind of just his own off-the-cusp marks, quick minute and a half, I believe, at the end of the video, where he basically expresses how he feels and what he would hope would be the moving forward factor in this situation.
I don't want to like be a defender of Atrioc, you know, like that's not what I want to do. Like I do believe, maybe naively, as the guy who's been scammed for $50,000, that he isn't like a shitty, seedy person who's like secretly jacking off to my girlfriend. Like I don't don't think that's that guy. I think he fucked up. But sometimes like that's enough. Like one fuck up is enough. And like I just hope from here he just takes all the steps and all the actions, to make it better. Like that there's some good that comes out of this because of the guilt, the remorse he feels, and how he views himself and trying to show he is the man that he thinks and maybe I believe is still in him. He wrote his own tweet about how his apology on Twitter, how he's stepping down from off-brand to take time offline and to take these steps. Time will tell and show the actions that he takes, if they're fruitful, if they're not. I'm not going to show it because really this is about the women. I was just a vehicle for you to read all those tweets. There's the take. I feel like that's the only take to have. I don't know how you would have another one, but thanks for watching. This was weird. Hopefully I don't have to do this again and I can go back to talking about e-girl drama. Have a good one, guys.
So yeah, watching this video, it's very clear how I want to say conflicted Ludwig is. It's literally a situation that he did nothing to be in. He did not contribute to the situation whatsoever. However, just by existing, he was put in a situation where he had to take care of his girlfriend and he actually had to respond to one of his best friend's actions. And then the entire internet is expecting to see what he has to say. And like he said early in the video, it was a lot of pressure. This is one of the videos that he had to do where there was a lot of pressure for him to actually say something versus just kind of just chilling and talking about drama, kind of like what we do. There were some commentators and so a lot of people on the internet who were kind of like, I guess, annoyed at the fact that he was kind of just signal boosting women's voices in this video versus, I guess, maybe giving his own thoughts about what should be happening. But it's like, I run into this exact same situation. I talked about this on stream as well. There's a lot of guys out there who say like, hey man, if this happened to me, I would be fine. I don't understand why these women feel the way they do. And I'm going to say the same thing I said there here. It does not matter if you don't understand, okay? If I say that my left leg hurts and you say, I don't understand why your left leg hurts. And I say, I tripped and I fell and I twisted it in the wrong way. You're like, well, I fall all the time. There's no way that my leg would hurt from a trip like that. The point is that my leg freaking hurts and I am trying to express to you that this is the feeling that I have. You don't need to understand why. You don't need to understand the concept of it. You just need to understand that I'm telling you that it is here and believe me that I'm in pain. I feel like people forget that point and they try to put themselves in other people's shoes and say, well, this wouldn't make me feel that way, but it's not about you, dog. It's about someone else and we're different people. And I feel like in any kind of context, not even just this one, that's an important thing to remember. And last but not least, I kind of want to bring subject to this tweet that Ludwig made and the people on Twitter was trying to like potentially cancel him for a little bit for a response that he made. It was a deleted tweet and I know it feels weird to come out and bring it back, but obviously once you delete a tweet, especially someone as big as Ludwig, it stays on the internet forever. But I think clarification definitely needs to be provided here. Sam said Ludwig will be sleeping on the couch tonight, which is again, dog, it's not a really cool caption, but said, I think change equals stating a goal, then taking steps to achieve that goal. This is a reply that Ludwig made in Atrioc's apology thread. In my opinion, this post serves as accountability for his actions that have caused harm and stating his goal of how to change. But I also am a biased because I want him to change. And people were upset. That tweet got deleted. It was not deleted because people were upset. I think he said and followed up that the tweet was deleted because him trying to summarize his thoughts about this entire concept on one tweet probably is not accurate enough. But what I do want to make clear is that I feel like a lot of people ignore is that Ludwig is a person. Like he's a human being, with thoughts and feelings. And in this situation, somebody being your best friend and having this thing go down, of course, there is going to be a bias. If your best friend did something that you don't approve of, yes, you want to believe that he is not an evil, wicked human being and that there is some form of redemption for him in the future to make things better so that your best friend can be a better person or grow like that. And I don't think we should demonize people for having those relationships whatsoever. So a lot of people tried to take this and kind of slam dunk on Ludwig, but I think it's one of those situations, again, where people are trying to look for a reason to hate something. Because at the end of the day, this man Ludwig did nothing to put himself in this position, okay? He's just trying to figure out how to deal with the wave and the current that got presented with them and trying to, again, find fault in somebody who is trying to signal boost women's voices and do the right thing. I feel like is so misguided, but it's kind of a Twitter thing. All right, guys, this is huge, man, okay? If you're at this part of the video, okay, just buckle in, okay? Because just buckle in. That's all I'm going to try to say, okay? It's about to be a ride. Unseen said, Seth the Programmer getting exposed for everything under the sun. If you guys see this face here, it's basically Goku or Goku Black, but there's a mask on it. He's a YouTuber, and we've talked about this actually extensively in my video yesterday about how this guy, Seth the Programmer, got exposed for doing every single bad thing that a YouTuber can do, okay? Imagine every person who got canceled on YouTube, bring all of their wrongdoings, put it all together, make them do a fusion dance, and you've got Seth the Programmer. The TLDR of the situation is that he's a YouTuber with almost 1 million subscribers who got canceled because his entire community came out and exposed him for all the wrongdoings he's been doing behind closed doors. Again, I go extensively in this video that I did yesterday. If you've watched it, then you already know. If you didn't, go back and watch it, you know, but the TLDR is he's a bad dude. And my video yesterday tells you exactly how bad of a dude he is. Now, there have been some updates, however, since then, and it's gotten even more wilder. This entire ridiculous trip of this man getting canceled got even worse. Yesterday, for about almost 5 to 6 hours, Seth the Programmer joined a live stream with Keemstar on his channel, The Keemstar Show, and there was about 13,000 people top watching this entire fiasco where he came up there to defend himself. He brought in some of the people who were involved in the community, who were basically his ops, who were basically exposing him, like Clyde and Swakage, and even for a second, the truth. It was an absolute ridiculous show. However, it was probably the worst thing that Seth himself could do, because all he did was go up on there for hours and literally self-report himself, okay? Anything that he could have done where he said it wasn't me, or I didn't mean it like that, or you don't have no proof, no. In this actual stream, he legit confesses to doing things with minors and all of these other heinous acts. Everybody on this call is on the brink of tears, and he is basically saying like, yeah, I did what I did, here's what I did, I have no remorse, I don't care. It's just me. I'm Seth the Programmer. That's just how I do. Now, guys, a lot of the things that he said, I can't actually put in this video. It's that bad. The things that he's confessed, some of the edgy jokes that he's done, dropping the N-word with the ER. Like, I think apparently everyone in the freaking group there was dropping the N-bomb, whatever. Black History Month. Can you believe it? But yeah, one of the biggest things was him admitting that he actually sexually harassing minors. Okay. He just literally admitted to it and said that's what he did. And at that point, there's no escape. If you're trying to defend a man who's basically saying, yeah, I EDP 4-5 did, you're done. This guy is cooked.
No, wait
a second. Listen to me. No. Because I didn't know this existed. Bro, this girl just said that she didn't want to send you nudes because she didn't feel comfortable. And your response to that would be, haha, it'd be just between us.
Exactly.
Bro, how are you going to spin that, bro?
No,
Seth,
Yo, bro, Jesus Christ.
What are you talking about, bro?
That's not what I was saying.
In these Discord servers, f***ing around with little kids, f***ing around with this girl. You emotionally damaged.
He was talking about growing up on the fucking internet. He was talking about growing up on the fucking internet.
Years of
I said the internet was different then.
From you, and you take no accountability. You just keep saying jokes.
Those people I interact with, those people.
Jesus Christ, dog. Keemstar going in on this guy. General consent on the internet is that if Keemstar is the voice of reason here and is basically telling you that you are a terrible person, then you know that you have royally screwed up. My boy Afro sent you saying, for the longest time, I genuinely thought Seth was like a troll or something. I don't even like Keemstar like that anymore, but he did a really good job really showing you who the dude really was. Shout out to Clyde YouTube for standing up for himself and his friends. So yeah, the general consensus is that whether you like Keemstar or not, based on the things that he's done in the past, this entire stream basically set Seth up, hang himself. He basically came out there and confessed to everything. So if there was any kind of shadow of a doubt, this guy was a good guy, or people were lying, or the videos that were coming out for the exposés with Clyde and Noodles and all the other people, He himself, freaking Seth the Programmer, came onto this platform and basically expressed and confessed and dug himself his own grave. He's done. There's no defending this man now. So yeah, guys, I think that's legit the finale of the Seth the Programmer situation, okay? At this point, it's done. I thought what he would do with the information that was out there was come out with his own video and try to battle it out and be like, I didn't do XYZ, you don't have proof of this, that wasn't me. But nope, he self-reported on Keemstar's show and it's GG's at this point. I don't know what he can say, but I think this man's reputation is done. He has lost tens of thousands of subscribers since all of these videos have come out. And yeah, it is what it is. Moral of the story, don't be a freaking scumbag. Like, damn. If you guys were following the situation, let me know how you feel about it. And if you weren't, well, just let me know how you feel about it as well. So guys, a quick update on Schaffrillas. He's back home. He's alive. If you guys don't remember, in the last video we talked about Schaffrillas. He was in a car accident. He's a YouTuber. He does like YouTube poop videos. He was in a car accident where he was the driver. His best friend and his brother were in the car and they both passed away. He was in the hospital, but he is alive now and he's trying to basically get on track, create content, and try to just find some stability of just, you know, finding himself into a routine, because otherwise he has expressed that he would kind of fall into this dark depression where if he's not doing something, it wouldn't be good for him. In his own words, he's at home now and after 3 days in the hospital with my ribs fractured, my lung punctured, my body bruised, my heart broken. Patrick and Chris were my best friends, been trying to wrap my head around why I was spared, where I go from here. Quote, what can we do? We must live our lives. I don't know Schaffrillas like that, but I admire his courage to want to continue to live, okay? Being put in that kind of situation is... It's terrible. Again, I would not wish that on my worst enemy. And I'm glad that he is finding the courage to move forward in order to grow and in order to honor the legacy of both his brother and his best friend. So that's the update. He's alive. If anything does happen with a GoFundMe or anything, I will share the link for you guys so they can take care of the damages and the funeral costs to his best friend and his brother. All right, guys, the internet is big baby rage mad at Netflix. They always have been, but now the unthinkable, what they've been saying that they've been doing, is actually finally being implemented. Netflix is removing the ability for you to share passwords. If you have a Netflix that's being shared with multiple accounts and multiple friends and multiple families, they're saying, nope, no more sharing. It's officially done. My boy Toasted said Netflix is finally starting out to roll password sharing measures. And this tweet by PopBase said Netflix unveils the first measure to their anti-password sharing rule, having users log in every 31 days to the primary Wi-Fi network or risk having their accounts blocked. What in the actual hell? You're trying to tell me every 31 days that you have to somehow log into Netflix in order to confirm that it's still you? Like this is a problem for a lot of people, okay? For like kids who are in college or people who are overseas, or if you travel or you go somewhere else, or if you're the primary resident but you're going somewhere else temporary. And they're making it to the point now that you're going to have to buy multiple accounts, subscriptions of Netflix in order to operate instead of sharing it, even though you have circumstances that require it. And apparently it gets much worse. They said, can you still share Netflix with someone who doesn't live with you? In which they said, no. Accounts are only meant to be used within one household. Netflix will prompt users who try to sign into your account elsewhere to sign up for their own account instead and block their access until they do. They also said, how can you prevent Netflix from blocking your devices? Again, this is what we already said. Signing into the home Wi-Fi at least once every 31 days on your devices will make them trusted devices, which Netflix will remember and leave unblocked. If your device has been blocked incorrectly, you'll need to contact Netflix in order to get it unblocked. Can you imagine that, dog? Yo, Netflix is basically saying y'all need to buy up several accounts and several subscriptions if you are living in different areas, because we ain't taking this anymore and we're gonna block you. And if you gotta contact Netflix to get unblocked, you know daggone well that'll take freaking forever. They also said, can you still use Netflix while traveling? You know, like sometimes I go to, I don't know, somewhere else and I have my phone with me and I want to see Netflix if I have it on my phone, my subscription service. It's a subscription service. I shouldn't have to be tied down to my own freaking household to watch something, right? They said signing into Netflix outside of your home may lead to the device and use being blocked from Netflix. This could prevent you from signing into new devices while traveling, but Netflix has devised a workaround. Traveling users who want to use Netflix on a hotel smart TV, company laptop, etc. can request a temporary code from the service when signing in. This will give them access to their account for 7 consecutive days. Now, I don't know if these 7 consecutive days are that's it. You only get 7 days and then after that you can't get a temporary code, or if you can keep requesting a temporary code indefinitely. Still don't know how that plays out, but it sounds like this is going to be a freaking headache for people who have Netflix. But yeah, the entire internet is absolutely enraged. This person said Netflix managed to piss off, checks notes, college students, divorced families, extended families, just about every fan of every canceled show, people on vacation, question mark. My boy Philly D said, I wonder how many people are going to switch to pirating Netflix shows just as a middle finger to Netflix's new password sharing BS. They've somehow become one of the crappiest streamers after being the biggest uncontested rock star for years. A lot of people are feeling that the way that Netflix is going, that they are going to Blockbuster themselves. Unironically, Blockbuster was the one that basically got taken down by Netflix. And now people are praying and hoping that Blockbuster gets resurrected from the grave to take down the evil Netflix. That'd be absolutely hilarious. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you made it to the end, just a reminder, if you made it to the end, that means I made a good video, and just drop the like, okay? It helps. It's an attendance record. You don't even have to like the video. It just lets me know that you made it to this checkpoint, okay? Subscribe if you guys have been enjoying the videos. I hope you guys have been enjoying the frequent uploads, okay? I've been trying to upload more consistently. I'm trying to do like one-off videos combined with the news videos with some more one-offs. Trying to give you guys some more content like I promised, keeping the big chunky wongies, but also condensing it as well. I hope you guys like the whole new thing as well. And I've been streaming on twitch.tv basically almost every freaking evening. So come by if you want to come hang out. We go into more things in depth and some of the things that we missed that we couldn't include in today's video. All right, that's it. I love y'all. This is going to be our year. Happy Black History Month, by the way. I probably should have said that at the beginning of the video. But yeah, that's also another obligation for you guys to subscribe to me as well. All right, I'm out. I could probably catch you guys tomorrow. And yeah, take it easy. Peace.